Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Can you believe that I actually found a room in my house that I haven't done a makeover on yet? I've been dreading it, so I put it off, but I'm not gonna put it off anymore. I wanna give a very special thank you to Scentbird for sponsoring today's video. I'm gonna tell you all about them in a little bit. We are gonna be doing an extreme makeover on my closet, which has basically become storage because I feel like any space that is not designed or not cute or not really have much going on for it, and if it has a door, it just becomes something that you just throw all the stuff you don't wanna see anymore in it. And I have already had a head start. Over on the vlog I posted this week that I did a major clean out of the storage unit that had become my closet. So if you haven't checked out the vlog, definitely head over there after this video and check it out if you want to see the disaster that once was my closet. Now to the point where it is makeover time, so let me show you what it looks like. Romeo's closet is actually in our master bedroom. It's a smaller square walk-in closet. My closet is actually in our hallway. So here is the before of my closet. So right when you walk in, it's pretty much like any other closet. It's just got one long bar for hanging clothes and then just one shelf on top. There's no shelving on the bottom, no extra storage solutions. But then you turn the corner, you walk past my clothes, and it opens up into this very strange cubby shelved storage situation that I just have my shoes on. So I've just been trying to reinvent the space. Like if it was just a blank room, what would I do? We are renting our home right now, and you ride this really fine line between what's functional for you, what looks good and that you like, with also, I don't own this place, I'm just renting here, I'm investing money in a space for what? So here's the design that I've actually settled on. Right when you open the door, you just stare at the long bar of clothes. I want to kind of split that up and build another cabinet right when you walk in so that I could put more folded clothes and also shoes that I use often. Also extend that shelving unit underneath the hanging clothes, but not all the way so that I actually have space for dresses to hang. And then all the way in the back in this odd little storage area, I want to extend the shelves adjacent to the ones that are already there. So I optimize the height of this little area, and I might even add more shelves in between just so that I'm optimizing all of the space back here. Now that we have a plan on what this is going to be, I am going to take my measurements and my notes and head to the hardware store to get supplies. I really wanted my shelves not to be 12 inches, but actually be 16. And they usually have some specialty wood that's 16 inches, but they were completely sold out. So I ended up getting 3/4 inch thick plywood and just had them cut it down to 16 inches. So our storage solutions are really going to be for all of these tote bags that I have. Obviously the hats and stuff can go on a shelf. I need a place for my luggage. I've got one there, and then there's multiple in this big one. And then obviously all of my folding clothes and some of the jewelry that I found back there is actually going to go kind of incorporated onto my vanity, as well as like my perfumes and stuff on the vanity. I've been loving the perfume that I've been trying out from Scentbird. I've actually been using the same perfume for years and they discontinued it. I was devastated. Scentbird has been so great because it's a fragrance subscription service where you can try out tons of different perfumes or cologne. It's for men or women. You can try a new one every month, and the subscription is super flexible, so you could either skip a month with no penalties or upgrade and test out 2 to 3 different perfumes in a single month. They also partner with all of the top brands like Prada and Gucci and even Glossier and Ness. I know the notes and kind of the stuff that I like in particular perfumes, but I don't know if that perfume is actually going to be the one that I really like. So I would definitely recommend taking advantage of their quiz. It was super helpful because I got to put in the types of scents that I actually do like, and then it kind of curated the collection for me. These bottles are so cool. They actually twist up and you have your little pull the vial out to see which one it is. So you can see there is a lot of perfume in there. The 3 that I love all have bergamot. I think that bergamot is my like go-to. It's like citrus woodsy. So this one I've been loving. Rag & Bone bergamot, rich and woodsy, especially for fall. Rebecca Minkoff. This one smells so good. This is another great one for fall. Rich tobacco with a little bit of jasmine. So good. This one is the Confessions of a Rebel F Mondays. This one's a little more fresh, peachy, sandalwood, daytime, I want to feel fresh kind of smell. Definitely recommend you guys try out Scentbird if you've been on the search for some new perfumes or colognes. And you can click the link in my description box and use my custom code for 30% off your first order, plus a free refillable case. And you can also download the app. It's super convenient too to have for your monthly subscription and also picking your scents and stuff. So I highly recommend it. So that link will be in the description box. Okay, so here's a better idea of what it looks like in here. I got all of the rest of the clothes out and my bags up top just so I can kind of envision the space, make sure that my design is gonna work. And I think it's going to. So my goal is to make this look as professional as possible, like they're really built in. Basically, we want this shelving unit to go on the side here. I want them 16, all the way up to this top shelf. Well, there's this bar in the way, obviously. So my plan is to go up from the floor to 73 inches, which is the bottom of the rod, and then make like a casing. Just kind of case it out so it looks built in. Other problem that I'm running into is like the molding is obviously sticking out. I think that's unavoidable unless I want to kind of jigsaw it out. First plan of attack, building this side cabinet, and then we'll go from there. So I started by cutting all of my wood pieces for this tall shelving unit. I needed 2 side pieces and then 6 smaller pieces to connect them. That would mean 1 for the top, 1 for the bottom, and then 4 in between. To assemble this whole cabinet together, I'm going to be doing pocket holes because I think it's the most finished look. So I just used my Craig pocket hole maker and drilled the holes and then used 1 1/4 inch pocket hole screws because my wood is 3/4 of an inch thick, and also put some wood glue right before joining them all together. I did the top 3 shelves at 16 inches high and then the bottom 2 at 12 inches because I'm going to put shoes down there. Oh, I love it when a plan comes together. For the next piece, I want my dresses to hang down on the edge right here. I don't want this kind of cabinet to go all the way. So 3 feet. I would have about 20 inches for my dresses. 2 shelves for sure, and then I could, maybe there's enough room on the top to put some more stuff? Okay. Making this shelf was exactly the same method, but I did make sure to do my pocket holes a little different so that I could assemble these 2 cabinets together. Ugh. Oh my goodness. Kinsley, watch your little paws. I'm gonna have to lay it down to attach them together. So nice though, getting to do this stuff when it's like cooler outside. Oh my gosh, I'm stuck. Now I can put this one on top. Yes! I gotta screw it in. Let's talk about this space back here. I definitely don't like that there's so much dead space here, but it's kind of hard with shoes. It's like some of them are really short, you know, like this, and then some of them are like boots. So I actually need the height. Maybe use this side as like more storage for like bags and stuff like that, and then use this side for shoes and then designate how high I want them. I'm gonna put one here, obviously. Definitely one here underneath these shelves. I want to be able to store my luggage. So is it weird if I do the shelves coming this way different than those? I feel like it might be a little weird. This is all stuff you gotta think about. This is like, it's complicated. Let's do 1 and 2 and then go from there. I want to put another shelf up there too. So I'm just gonna do it at 53 inches and then we're gonna cut all of those pieces at the same time. So I'm gonna actually paint the shelves before we install them because I don't want to tape off the wall and that whole deal. So I'm gonna be using my favorite primer, which is the Ben Zenzer primer. I've been using this on my projects lately and I love it. And then after the primer is dry, I'm gonna go back over it with white gallery and a satin finish. That's the trim that's throughout my whole house. I'm gonna be covering the front with some joint compound and then sanding it down too so that it just has a really, really clean finish and it doesn't look like the edge of plywood. I'm just doing like a really thin layer of this joint compound. Some of the edges of the plywood look really good because this was sanded plywood, but some don't. Okay, it is now 1 a.m. Everything is painted. So in the morning, we're gonna install the shelves and then move on to next steps. Whew. Good morning. Everything's painted and dry. Let's get this in place again. Also get the shelves hung so we can start to see it come together. This thing is heavy, by the way, guys. This is quality product. This back wall is not looking so great. And you guys ask me all the time what color the house is painted, and I have no idea. All the walls are painted. I just color matched it at the hardware stores. If you don't know what color your walls are, but you want to get an exact match, take off your outlet plates. Most of the time they went and painted behind there, so you can take a little swatch and then they can color match it for you. But I will find a very close match to this and let you guys know what that is, because a lot of you guys like it. Shelf time. These shelves are painted the same color as the wall. It's so dark back here, I could never see. She fits like a glove. One more to go. I wanted this to look a little more finished. I basically made like a little tiny shelf, so to speak, with a hole in the end, and I put it together with pocket holes, just wherever the seams met. Sits like that. Finish this off, and imagine it white, obviously. It just makes, I think it'll make it look a little more finished. I also cut a piece to go back here. I think once clothes are hanging here, you're never gonna see this hole back here, ever. Paint it, put a little bit of wood glue here, and then glue it to the top. And I want all of the shelving to be white, so I'm gonna paint these white. You see the bracing? It'll actually blend in a little more if I paint the braces the same color as the wall. Good morning, guys. Last night I worked kind of like fine-tuning all of the little details in terms of like paint. Today is finally organization day, and I have got to get all of this stuff back into my closet. My clothes have exploded all over the house.
No need to give it up, just need to let it go.
So I'm just gonna organizing like my bottoms, everything that's folded by type, like corduroy, denim blue jeans, and then looser denim pants, like, and shorts and skirts, like things together, and then faded from one color to another. I wear denim a lot and pants a lot. Denim and corduroy pants here. So I just organized them all by shade, denim shade. The 16-inch shelves were definitely the way to go because everything fits really well. It's not cramped or all the way to the edge. They fit perfect. Do you like them? I got these two white leather handled baskets at Target. I have all of these baskets that I've been thrifting. You rarely find the same basket at a thrift store, like multiple of the same. So I kind of just look for ones with a similar shape. Squared off sides, some with handles, so they all kind of complement each other. Leggings, I have a lot of them and I access them a lot. Thinking about rolling them up in this thrifted basket that I got. Right, and having them there. Up top, we can fold some of my pretty fall sweaters that I don't like to hang because they get stretched out a lot.
There's nowhere else that I should be. There's nowhere else that I should be.
So nice and organized. I feel like the key with sweaters, especially when you fold them, is to make sure that they're all folded the same width. I folded one that was like a good size for the little cubby, and now I'm using it as a guide to fold all of the rest of them. And then of course color coding so it looks all nice and neat, and then they're all the same width. Because I extended this top out for the cabinet, I'm able to put my hats there. And 100% a sucker for a good designer bag. I feel like that's my one place in my wardrobe where I splurge. Another thing that we need to figure out are all of these bags. Tote bags that I like to carry like my laptop around in, go on a picnic or something. I think in this one I'm gonna put some of my more like tote bags that I use. Just utilize the space more with like smaller bags that I don't use as often. Cute. Okay. So since the top shelf up there isn't easily accessible, that'll be kind of like a seasonal shift. I just put all of my swimsuits in this basket because they were taking up room in our hallway. Okay, I changed it. Sometimes you just have to go through the motions and figure out what works where. Moved all of the tote bag underneath on the bottom because it felt really top heavy to me. Like my sweatpants and some shorts and then some skirt. In our hallway, I have this like drawer system, and all of my, you guys know I love sweatshirts, and they're all over the place. So I felt like that top shelf was gonna be a good place for them. The amount of sweaters that I actually have is kind of absurd. I thrift them all, and I kind of became obsessed with collecting them and thrifting them. There's probably only $20 worth of sweaters here because I get them for like $1, $2, you know? So the next step, we need to hang everything up. But before I do that, one of the must-haves in here was to have more lighting. You can already tell it's really dark. And as soon as I start hanging stuff like this, it's gonna get even darker back there. And there's no plugs in here. So I got LED battery powered remote puck lights. They take about a bajillion AAA batteries. This is dark, and then this is... Positioning is important with lighting. You don't want it all the way back to the wall because then it lights up the wall. In the middle or even towards the front. That's so cool. Such a difference. Watch. Off. On. Wow, I am in love with all of these lights. I think they're kind of flickering for you, but I put some down here too. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to order up some more. I'm going to put one more down there and probably just there to like balance it all out. Let's hang some clothes, and then I have one more surprise, one more addition that I'm going to do after I hang that stuff up.
Come on, don't let me down. I'm right here for you. Keep looking.
Since I have all of those scarves, take out the ones that I'm actually going to wear for the season. These pretty hooks from Lowe's. 2 of them here. And then there's actually a little bit of space back there next to those shelves where I can put one more, maybe for both. I hate the light fixture, or lack of fixture. It's just literally just the light bulb in the ceiling. I wanted a really pretty light that's gonna hang down a little lower but still above my head. Found this globe, a smoky glass, lots of texture, kind of make it look a little vintage by pairing it with like a champagne gold topper. Doesn't it look pretty? There's no light switch for this light in here. We have to change the pendant light into a pull cord light, and I've done this once before in Romeo's closet. It's the exact same way. Take the top that's actually gonna sit against the ceiling and then drill a hole so that this pull cord can actually come through. I'm gonna go drill a hole, and then we're gonna install this new light. Oh, I am sweating, but we got it. Ah! One more final touch. Ugh, I cannot believe this is my closet. I hope you guys enjoyed this extreme closet makeover, and definitely hit the like button if you did. It helps the videos and the channel so much. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, I post room makeovers. We just recently did my living room. I post thrift flips because I love to thrift shop, and DIY home decor every Sunday. Usually it's a we. I don't have Kinsley. Just found a cozy place. I will see you guys next Sunday. Bye guys. Ah! Oh my God, that hit my head. You guys, look at this. This is how I work. This is how we do projects. She has to be on my arm. Like, how am I supposed to get anything done?